Coming your way on another edition of the San Francisco 49ers Report. My name is Chase Sr. There's a lot to get to. There is no quarterback controversy with the Niners, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. I have some thoughts on that I want to relay as well. Could the 49ers trade for not just one, but two pass rushers? Going to dive into that. We have some good news on Christian McCaffrey and some breaking news on Malik Mustapha. Before we get to all of that, can we get to 176,000 subscribers today? I understand this is bold, but we've done it before. We're 550 people away from reaching another milestone. So if you want elite Niners coverage every single day, year-round, right here on the Niners Report from yours truly, lock us in and subscribe. And what you get is content coming your way all day, every day. A big debate in Ninerland. Is there a quarterback controversy between Mac Jones and Brock Purdy, given Purdy's injury and how Mac Jones has played in replacement of him as he's gone 3-0 with an unbelievable victory against the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday Night Football? Brock Purdy, 26-35 against the Seattle Seahawks in the first game of the year, throws for 277 yards, throws 2 touchdowns, great. Also threw those 2 picks, 7.9 yards per attempt. Those 2 interceptions, one a bad throw, one a good play by the defensive player. What Purdy did do in that game, though, 6 for 6 on the final drive, and that's what you pay franchise quarterbacks to do. Can you deliver in the clutch against a division rival, hostile environment? Brock Purdy did that. Then he misses that Saints and Cardinals game. He comes back against Jacksonville. Clearly he wasn't right. And then he re-aggravated that turf toe that he suffered in that week 1 game against Seattle. 22-38 against Jacksonville, 309 yards. There was some good, there was some bad. Turnover still a problem. 4 interceptions and 2 starts for Purdy, 8.1 yards per attempt in that game. As for how Mac Jones has played, I think he's surprised everybody, and you see why Kyle Shanahan liked him in the pre-draft process in 2021, why he advocated for bringing Mac Jones to the Niners in free agency, because he looked at Mac as a scheme fit, a guy who could get rid of the ball on time, in rhythm to his playmakers, accurately, hang tough in the pocket, layer throws, but play point guard within this offense. And against the Saints, the end of the first half drive, highly impressive. The third down throws that he made, highly impressive. He goes 26-39, 279, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Did have that strip sack, but I think that was on him, not Colton McKivitz, so I'll credit him or dock him for that. 7.2 yards per attempt. Against Arizona, struggled a little bit, right? But then at the end of the game, put together that clutch game-winning drive, where he operated the offense in a cool, calm, and collected manner that I thought was just very mature of him, given that people thought he was immature with the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was kind of the knock on Mac, and he's really changed how people think of him. And against Arizona, some things went against him in that game, especially moments before that game-winning drive, when he threw that bad pick. But he redeems himself, plays clutch football, once again almost throws for 300 yards. After Purdy comes back against Jacksonville, re-aggravates the turf toe, Mac on a bum knee against one of the top defenses in the NFL. Niners against the world. He helped San Francisco shock the world. 33-49, 342 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 7 yards per attempt. Got rid of the ball quickly, had a lot of quick, short throws, took what the defense gave him. I thought Kyle Shanahan and his game plan was terrific. Mac able to execute that, and how he got beaten up and battered throughout that game. How he got thrown around like a rag doll, limping around on that knee, carried off the field at one point, throwing up on himself. What a legendary, tough, and gritty quarterback performance from Mac that's going to go down in Niners history as one of the best backup performances of all time, and one of the baddest performances from a backup in the history of this organization. Now, of course, I want to circle back to that previous point, right? About those 2 big words. In my eyes, there is no quarterback controversy for the 49ers right now. The Niners just signed Brock Purdy to a $265 million deal this offseason. They're not benching Purdy for Mac Jones, even though Mac has been highly impressive in his 3 starts this year. Purdy and Mac do have a lot of the same qualities and strengths. They throw with anticipation. They throw with accuracy. They're good scheme fits for what Kyle Shanahan wants from his quarterback because they can get rid of the ball on time, accurately, to playmakers, and they can play point guard in this offense as the ultimate distributors of the football. But I do think that Purdy's athletic ability adds a different dynamic, which makes him the better quarterback than Mac and adds another element to this Niners offense. Mac can drive the ball a little bit better because he has a stronger arm, and he can see the field sometimes a little bit better because he's bigger. And sometimes I like his pocket feel better because he hangs stuff in that pocket and delivers darts. But Purdy gives this offense more mobility. And in today's NFL and over the long haul, I think those things are really valuable. His ability to create improvisationally and create out of structure. That being said, I will say this. Mac playing this well, going 3-0 in his starts, does give the 49ers an option to not rush Purdy back. And in the meantime, as Mac plays, I can't wait until the next time Mac Jones plays some Niners football. Hopefully it's this week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in one of the top games of the week between two of these 4-1 teams inside the NFC. But we'll see because Mac is dealing with that knee injury. Adam Schefter was on the Pat McAfee show today, and he said that Mac has exceeded all expectations. And he added, there is no quarterback controversy right now for San Francisco, and I do certainly agree with that. Some fans want there to be a controversy. If Mac plays well and Purdy goes on like IR and Mac is dealing for the next month, then maybe we have a conversation then. But right now, I'm just not willing to go there and make that bold proclamation. Still to come here on the show, could the Niners trade for not just 1, but 2 pass rushers? We have some good news and developments on Christian McCaffrey and some breaking news on Malik Mustapha. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to me, and I want you to dissect what I'm about to tell you. This deal, thanks to our sponsor, Omaha Steaks, is phenomenal. If you care about nutrition and you care about eating quality meats like I do, you have to take advantage of this limited time deal. 50% off Omaha Steaks and an extra $35 off your order if you use the promo code 49ers. Therefore, Omaha Steaks knows that Chase Sr. and the 49ers Report sent you. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety. Every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. The early Black Friday sale is the perfect time to shop the best deals. Plus, orders placed by 6 p.m. Eastern ship the same day. Grass-fed, grain-finished beef has more marbling for exceptional flavor and is the choice of steakhouses and professional chefs all around the world. Omaha Steaks offers an exclusive lineup of USDA-certified tender steaks and their fan-favorite filet mignons, my personal favorite cut. You can never go wrong with it. They have achieved the distinction of USDA-certified very tender. Omaha Steaks has been America's original butcher since 1917, a family-owned company with over 100 years of expertise in the meat industry. They also carry mouth-watering burgers, chicken, pork, seafood, and delectable desserts. Save big with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com. You get 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites during their early Black Friday sale. But you have to use that code 49ers. Again, for an extra $35 off, use that code 49ers at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's 50% off with the promo code 49ers. So go to omahasteaks.com, get 50% off site-wide, plus an extra 20% off select favorites and more during their limited time deal during their early Black Friday sale. Use the promo code 49ers at checkout for an extra $35 off. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details. A big thanks to our advertiser, Omaha Steaks. All right, let's get to this here. Could and should the San Francisco 49ers trade for not just 1, but 2 pass rushers after this Nick Bosa injury, considering how this Niners pass rush has struggled with the absence of Bosa gone with that torn ACL? You take a look at the Niners pass rush production by week. Week 1 against the Seahawks, 10 pressures, a sack, 2 quarterback hits. That big game or that big play at the end of the game, the Nick Bosa strip on Sam Darnold to put the game on ice. Week 2 against the Saints, the Niners logged 22 pressures as a defense, 3 sacks of Spencer Rattler, 2 quarterback hits. Bosa had a big one. Bryce F had a big one. Week 3 against the Arizona Cardinals. Again, 22 pressures, 1 sack, 3 hits. Obviously, Bosa was lost early in that game, but the Niners still able to generate a pretty good pass rush on Kyler Murray. And they had pass rush lane discipline, so he wasn't able to burn them with his legs. But then what has happened the last 2 games? Week 4, Niners only had 5 pressures of Trevor Lawrence, 0 sacks and 0 quarterback hits. First time that has happened for a Niners team since 2015. Then week 5 against the Rams last Thursday, I think that Matthew Stafford for much of the game was playing 7-on-7 football. Unscathed, unbothered, not hit in the pocket. The Niners did have 16 pressures, but only had 1 sack, and it came on the very first drive of the game, and only had 1 hit of Matthew Stafford. And so with the way that this pass rush has struggled the last 2 weeks, I don't think it's a sustainable way to play football, and that's why I continue to say that John Lynch has to make a move for a pass rusher. And maybe he has to make more than 1 move for a pass rusher. We always talk about how the defensive front is tied to the secondary, right? If you can't get pressure on the quarterback, it's unfair for that back end to hold up, and oftentimes they can't. If you do get pressure on the quarterback, it makes the back end job so much easier because they don't have to hold up in coverage so damn long. And so we've seen that the pass rush production has gone down since Bosa's been out. The pass defense EPA has also fallen off a cliff. Weeks 1 and 2 with Bosa playing the entire game. Number 3 pass defense EPA in the NFL. Weeks 3 through 5 without Bosa, number 26. That's how great of a player he is, and that's how much he can impact the game. And so you have multiple needs along this defensive line. And keep in mind, you're without Nick Bosa. Yetur Gross-Matos going to miss some time because of a hamstring injury. Already been dealing with a knee injury since last year. I think you need pass rush help from defensive end and defensive tackle, which is why it wouldn't surprise me if John Lynch makes a trade for 2 pass rushers going into the deadline, which is going into Week 10 and after Week 9. As for Christian McCaffrey is having a very unique season. And obviously, his struggles of running the ball have been well documented. I don't think it's on him. I think that he looks pretty good. I think it's because this Niners offensive line stinks. And so his yards per carry very low at 3.1. He's carried at 91 times for 282 yards. He does not have a rushing touchdown. And San Francisco as a team still does not have a rushing touchdown. And we're 5 games into the year. But when I say the word unique for Christian McCaffrey's 2025 season, I think that's a perfect word to explain what he's done this year. It's because of the damage that he's done as a receiver and as a pass catcher. Very rarely do you see running backs put up this type of production. 39 catches on 52 targets, 387 receiving yards, 9.9 yards per catch. This is a running back doing that. And he's one of the leading receivers across the entire NFL. And to put this into perspective, Matt Barrows with this tweet here, Christian McCaffrey is on pace to finish with 1,316 receiving yards this year. At that pace, he could break the single season record for a tailback even if he missed 2 full games. Del Schaffner of the Los Angeles Rams in 1958 had 1,097 receiving yards. Marshall Faulk in 99 for the St. Louis Rams, 1,048. Lionel James in 1985 for the Chargers, 1,027. Roger Craig should be in the Hall of Fame, 1985 for the Niners, 1,016. Christian McCaffrey, 5th all time, with just over 1,000 at 1,005. That happened in 2019. He's on pace to shatter those numbers. Lastly, let's get to this. The 49ers have opened Malik Mustafa's practice window. They have 3 weeks to activate him to the active roster. Malik Mustapha, as a 4th-round pick last year, was really good, solidified himself as the starting safety for this football team. I love the way that he plays, like a bat out of hell, a wrecking ball, a snowball going downhill during an avalanche. I mean, he will run through a brick wall, and he'll put a dent in it. But he also held up pretty damn well in coverage. 409 snaps in coverage, gave up 7 catches for 49 yards. Marques Sigle, on the other hand, has made some great plays against the run, and he plays with the same style and velocity that Malik Mustapha does, but he's been targeted a lot in coverage. A little bit of a problem. Mustapha, on the other hand, holds up well in coverage. And the .12 per coverage snap on the 7 receptions for 49 yards, the best among safeties last year. He's a thumper in the ground game, and he gives this Niners defense a different dimension. And he's just a really good player. So a big boost potentially on the way for this Niners defense. Obviously not going to help the pass rush, but it's going to help that secondary. As for some quarterback injury news, the Niners did practice today. Adrian Martinez was the only healthy quarterback able to practice. Mac Jones was in uniform, had a helmet and shoulder pads on, did not practice. Had a knee brace, but did not practice. Brock Purdy was not even on the practice field. Should have never played against Jacksonville. Let's hope that Martinez does not have to play and start against the Bucs. Let's hope that he's the backup because Mac Jones has shown that he's really good. I also really want to continue to watch him. He's got some aura and swagger at that quarterback spot. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for daily and year-round coverage of the Niners. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.